This is cPanel on a HostGator account. To get here, you just go to www.yourdomain.com/cpanel and log in with the ID and password that you were provided. You can see here that you can get to many of the areas within HostGator straight from here. Now what we're doing means we've got to scroll right down to the bottom. So let's scroll down to the bottom now. And here's what we're looking for, Fantastico Deluxe. So let's click on that now and we will see what's on the other side. Fantastico is a very powerful tool that will allow you to install any one of a number of pieces of software with just a few clicks. If you look on the left hand side here, you can see there's content management, customer relationship and so on. There's everything here you could imagine, and it's all very easy to install. What we're interested in is WordPress. We want to install that, so we're going to click on that and go through the install process. It really isn't difficult to do. Now you may think it is going to be hard, but trust me, it's going to be so simple it will knock your socks off. It really will. So if we click here now, you can see it tells me a little bit about it, and it tells me that I've got a current installation here. Now when a new package comes up, what it will do is it'll tell me I can upgrade it. I can just click on a button and upgrade it to the latest version. But I want a new installation, so we click here. Now obviously this isn't really intuitive. A lot of people sit there and go, I can't find how to install it. It's actually here, this new installation. It's not massively obvious, and some people do spend a little while looking at it, but if we click here we can start the install. Okay, what you do here is you leave install on domain blank. It's pretty much going to be one domain that you have. Pick a directory. You can either install in a directory or into the root. It's up to you which you want to do. If you may want to use the domain later on for something else, I suggest you install it into a subdirectory and then use a redirect to redirect all traffic to it. Otherwise you can just leave that blank and it will store it in the root domain. You put in the user ID and password. Now make sure there's something secure that people aren't going to guess too easily. You then put in an admin nickname. This is just a nickname for that the administrator account uses within. So what this is whenever you make a post within WordPress, this is the name that comes up. This is your admin email address, and this is a site name, a description. If you can't think of anything off the top of your head while you're doing this, don't panic. You can change that from within the WordPress control panel, so you don't need to worry if you can't think it up. But this is often shown on the top of most templates, so you do need to make sure it's something relevant, something about the site, and ideally something that's keyword rich. So once you've filled in this incredibly complex form, we click on install WordPress. As you can see, this installation is extremely complex, so what we do now is we click on finish installation, and it will install the entire software for us automatically, no worry. Now installing a script like WordPress without Fantastico is actually quite complex. It means you'd have to go and create SQL databases. Once you've created SQL databases, you'd need to do all sorts of other things that are complex basically, and most people can't handle if they're not technically astute. Now you can see it gives you all the other information. This box down the bottom here, put your email details in here and send yourself a copy of the installation. It's just a simple way of remembering your password, your ID and so on, because you're going to forget it. Most people do eventually, and if you do, you've got that reminder there. So I always do that. I send it to one of my email addresses, I just store it, and I know that if I ever forget a password, I can just go to that email address and it'll be there. And then you just click on the link here that it gives you here to install and to start administrating your WordPress program. And that's all you need to do to install WordPress. It's incredibly simple, incredibly easy, and it takes 60 seconds if you type slowly. So that's installing WordPress using Fantastico.